Okay guys, right, today we are going to be comparing and ordering numbers up to 10 million. You're going to be successful by again using your place value and place value grid. You're going to be successfully using the greater than and less than signs, and you're going to need to explain your answers for a range of mastery tasks. So, my first question here, which is bigger? 35,845 or 35,724. Now the best way I find to work this out is by laying the two numbers one on top of the other within a place value grid. So first of all I'm going to write my 35,845 out here, 35,845, and then I'm going to lay out my second number, 35,724. Once they are nice and clearly laid out, one on top of each other, this is the only time in maths where I'm going to start with the biggest column. I'm going to start on the 10,000s column. Now in my 10,000s column here, you can see that I have 3 and 3. They are both the same. Now, if one was bigger than the other, it would be easy, I'd be able to see which one was then the biggest number. But because they're both the same, I need to go onto the next column. I now need to go onto the thousands column. So I have a 5 and a 5, again both the same. So I'm going to go to the next column, the hundreds column. And in my hundreds column I have an 8 and a 7. Now I know that an 8 is bigger than a 7, so my 35,845 is going to be the bigger number. Now mathematically, how do we show that? This is where we need to use our greater than and less than sign. So I'm going to take out the or and I'm going to use my greater than sign because 35,845 is greater than 35,724. Best way to remember this is the crocodile wants to eat the bigger number. I wouldn't expect in year 6 for my greater than sign to have any teeth in it, but if you do want to remember that crocodile eats the bigger number, that will often help. So, what I would like you to do now is on your tasks, task 1 is some varied fluency. You can see how it's that exact same process, but in lots of different ways. So pause the video now, complete task 1, and when you're ready for task 2, come back. So, task 2 then. Task 2 is about missing digits. You can see here that I have a number with this digit missing. On my other side, I've got all of my digits in place, and I know that the number with the missing digit is greater than the number that has all of its digits in its place. So 200,000 something 8,346 is going to be bigger than 288,384. So, in order to make my missing digit bigger, I need to look at the exact same column in my second number. Now, here I've got 288,384. So I need a digit that is bigger than that 8. Now, there's only one bigger than the 8, and that is a 9. If I had multiple digits bigger than the 8, then I get a choice, because they're all going to be bigger than the one you need. For example, I've got another question here. Same number to start with, 288,346, but this time I'm trying to make a number that is smaller. Oh, need to use my pen. Okay, so this time here in my hundreds column, I need to find a digit that is smaller than the hundreds column they have given me. Now this time I have two choices. I have a 1 or a 2. Actually I have 3 choices because I could put a 0 in there as well. That would still be smaller. So any one of those 3 choices would make this statement correct. So a digit smaller than 3, I'm going to go for 1. So 288,346 is greater than 288,184. And would make that correct. So what I'd like you to do now is to have a go at task 2, filling in the missing digits. You'll see that some of them have 2 missing digits, But again, it's still the same process. Once you've done that, task 3 is some mastery tasks. Finally, all of your answers, just like normal, are on the next page. Task 2 will need to be marked by a teacher, as there can be some multiple options for you. I couldn't write them all down.